Happy 4th of July, everyone. Before I get into this video, I first want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Dossier Perfumes. As you can see, they have sent two amazing scents that I'm so excited to show you. But first, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about what Dossier Perfumes is. So if you guys don't know, Dossier Perfumes is a perfume company that specializes in creating high quality scents inspired by your favorite, most iconic perfumes, but at a very affordable price of only $29. So I'm gonna show you guys what I got. So first up, we have Floral Grapefruit. You guys can see each perfume comes with its own unique little card which details the notes, what the perfume is inspired by. This one's inspired by Chanel Chance, the concentration level, a thank you note, and a how it works section at the bottom. Here we have Citrus Green Apple. Again, you guys can see the notes, what the perfume is inspired by. This one is inspired by Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, one of my favorites. The concentration level, a thank you note, and a how it works section down below. So now I'm going to show you guys what the bottles actually look like. So here we have Floral Grapefruit. You guys can see the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes labeled on the bottle, which is one of my favorite parts about Dossier Perfumes. They're vegan and cruelty-free, so you always know what you're getting in the bottle. There are no harsh chemicals or anything like that, and it's just amazing. Here we have Citrus Green Apple. Again, the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes are listed on the bottle. And these bottles are really great to travel with as well. You guys can see they fit in the palm of my hand. So I always like to carry at least a few of them when I go out anywhere, when I'm traveling. And if you guys are interested in getting a few perfumes for yourself or for your loved ones, you can use my code SIMA10 for 10% off your order. Honestly, these perfumes smell better, last longer, and feel so much cleaner than the OG perfumes, and you're never sacrificing quality for quantity at all, so get as many as you want. Again, you guys can use my code SIMA10 for 10% off your order. If you want to smell like luxury on a budget, this is your chance. Thank you again to Dossier Perfumes. Now on to the video. So I'm starting off with a fresh face. All I really did was wash my face and then moisturized and applied some sunscreen just to protect my face from the sun, and I'm gonna use that as a base for my makeup before going in with my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Using my fingers, I just pat the product onto my skin. And this is going to serve as a pretty tacky base for our makeup so that it stays in place all day. And this is my favorite primer to use for very long days. Then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted Moisturizer. I love tinted moisturizers during the summer. I just apply a little bit on my brush and I just tap the product into my skin for a much more blended look. You guys can see you really don't need much product to even out the skin tone, which is what I love about this. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte concealer. This is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and using a brush, I'm just going to apply it on the places where I need to, including my under eyes, my nose, my forehead, and the sides of my jaw, as well as my chin. And using a different brush, kind of like a fluffy round tip brush, I'm just going to pat the product in. Going in with my Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. This is my translucent setting powder, and I'm using the same brush that I used to blend my concealer to apply and blend the setting powder. Now, if you guys have watched my other videos, you'll see that I use a beauty blender, but I've kind of taken to using a brush recently just because I don't want to waste any product, and I find that it just seems to look better when I use a smaller brush as opposed to a really big sponge. Not that there's anything wrong with using a sponge, but I personally like using my little brush because I feel like my makeup doesn't look as cakey, and it definitely looks a lot more natural, especially since I'm going for a more kind of natural skin look. Going in with my Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, I'm going to take the lightest shade, the ivory shade, and I'm going to apply that as a base for my eyeshadow. And I do have to go in a couple of times with this shade so that it stands out. Then I go in with this kind of taupe brown color, and I'm gonna use that for my crease. I'm gonna make kind of like a V shape around my eye, as you see right here, and I'm going all over the crease before I go in with a darker brown. Same technique, same V shape, except this one is going to be a little bit more concentrated and a little smaller. And then I'm just going to take my brush and blend so that it looks good. And it's okay to take your time when you're blending so that it looks better, especially if you're going for kind of that natural brown smoky look. And just to add some balance, we're gonna go back in with our ivory shade and we're gonna apply that on the brow bone to accentuate that. Taking my Chanel highlight, I apply that onto my lid and my brow bone because it's nice and shimmery before I go in with my black shade. And using a flat tip brush, I use that to do my eyebrows, which I will fix later. Using the same black shade and the same brush, I'm just going to lightly line my eyes. This is just going to be the base for my liquid liner. You guys can see I'm lightly smoking out the bottom line, the bottom lash line, and then going on to the other eye. Taking my Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez liquid liner, I'm now going to line my eyes. I'm gonna try and go over the places where I applied kind of that powder liner and add my own wing. This is where I'm going to start to let my liner creep into the inner corners of my eyes, but nothing too crazy. Just go as lightly as you possibly can and just follow the shape of your eye. Going in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, I'm just going to apply a couple of gentle coats before I go in with my lashes later on. As you can see, I'm kind of wiggling my brush at the base of my eyelashes and then kind of tugging them out. I don't like to use eyelash curlers for various reasons, so I do this. Then I go in with my bronzer. This is my Essence Matte Bronzer. And I'm just kind of going to make a little 3 on my face. So starting from my forehead, going down to my cheek, toward my mouth, and then to my chin. Since I want my contour to look very natural today and I'm going for that sun-kissed glow, this is basically what I do. And I also use the same bronzer to lightly contour my nose. Going in with my Milani blush, I use my Kabuki brush to gently apply the blush since it is a very bright color. But it is 4th of July, so you can kind of get away with it. Taking my foundation brush that I used earlier, I'm going to prep my lips and I'm going to just lightly brush over it just to neutralize my lip color before going in with my red lip liner, starting in the center of my lips and then working my way around. I do this for both the top part and bottom part of my lip, just starting in the center and then working my way to the corners. Once that's done, I'm going to use my lip liner to fill in my lips very quickly as a base. And then I go in with my NARS lip stain. I absolutely love this lip stain. It not only stays on for a very long time, but it's also just a nice, beautiful cherry red that I think is just perfect for July 4th. And you guys can actually use this to overline your lips if you want to. I didn't do that for this video, but it is something that I do like to do personally. Once that's done, I'm going to take a slightly lighter lip shade and I'm just going to apply that on the middle part of my bottom lip as well as the middle part of my top lip to give some definition. And to add a little extra pop, I'm going to add some clear gloss to the center of my lip only, before doing some final touches on my eyebrows and then finally going in with my highlight once again just to place it onto my nose, my Cupid's bow, and my cheekbones. Just a quick spritz from some setting spray and some perfume from Dossier Perfumes, and this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below and tag me if you decide to do this look. Thanks again to Dossier Perfumes. I love you guys and happy 4th.